Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does this outfit make me look even shorter than I already am? You're not alone. For many women over 60, especially those of us who are petite, getting dressed can feel more frustrating than fun. It's not that we don't love fashion anymore. It's just that our bodies have changed, and so have the rules for what flatters them. You might have a closet full of clothes you once adored, but now nothing seems to feel quite right. Pants bunch up at the ankles, tops overwhelm your frame, and certain dresses seem to swallow you whole. And worst of all, that little voice that whispers, maybe it's just me, when in fact, it's not. The truth is, petite women over 60 face a very unique styling challenge. Our silhouettes become softer, our proportions shift, and standard style advice just doesn't work anymore. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need to be tall to look elegant, you just need to dress with intention. So in today's video, we're not just talking about clothes, we're talking about reclaiming your style power. Because the right outfit doesn't just make you look taller, it makes you feel lifted, lighter, and more aligned with who you truly are now. We'll walk through styling tips that are tailor-made for your specific body shape, whether you're pear-shaped, apple-shaped, curvy, or straight. And the best part? You'll discover a styling trick at the end that instantly makes your legs look longer, without a single inch of added heel. If you've ever felt like fashion isn't made for women like you anymore, today that changes. Let's take this journey together, not to chase youth, but to step fully into your beauty, just as you are. You ready? Know your shape, know your power. Let's start with something that's more powerful than any piece of clothing: self-awareness. Knowing your body shape, truly understanding how you're built today, not 20 years ago, is one of the most freeing things you can do for your style. Because once you know your shape, you stop blaming yourself when an outfit doesn't look right. It's not your body's fault. It's just the wrong fit for the body you have now. And here's something that no one tells you. Your body isn't wrong because it changed. It's wiser. It carries stories. And it deserves clothes that honor who you are right now. So let's figure out where you are on the shape map. If your hips are fuller than your shoulders and your upper body feels more delicate, you likely have a pear shape: graceful, grounded, feminine. If you tend to carry more weight around your midsection, with a less defined waist and slimmer legs, you may be an apple shape: bold, beautiful, and full of character. If your shoulders and hips are balanced, with a clearly defined waist, that's the hourglass: classic, curvy, and timeless. And if your body has a more straight-lined silhouette with minimal curves, you might be a rectangle or athletic shape: sleek, elegant, and incredibly versatile. Each of these shapes has its own kind of beauty. But most importantly, each shape can be dressed to elongate your figure and bring balance to your outfit. When you dress for your shape, you don't have to try so hard to look taller. The illusion happens naturally, through cuts, fabrics, and proportions that work with you, not against you. You stop hiding, you start highlighting, because looking elegant doesn't mean wearing more, it means wearing better, smarter. And once you see the shift in the mirror, you'll wonder why no one ever taught you this before. Now that you've found your shape, let's move into the fun part: styling each one with intention, confidence, and a few fashion secrets that really work. Pear-shaped beauty. Draw the eye up, not down. If you're pear-shaped, you carry more volume around your hips and thighs, while your upper body feels smaller, more delicate. This shape is incredibly feminine, but it can sometimes feel tricky when you're petite. Why? Because if the focus stays on the lower half, it can make your whole frame feel bottom-heavy, which visually shortens your silhouette. So the key here is balance. And balance starts by bringing attention upward. Think tops that speak before your hips do. That means boat necklines, square collars, bold prints, or gentle ruffles around the shoulder area. You want the eye to travel up, toward your smile, your collarbone, your beautiful face. Try wearing lighter colors on top and darker shades on the bottom. It's a simple styling trick that shifts visual weight, creating a longer and leaner appearance without sacrificing comfort. If you love jewelry, go for statement earrings or longer necklaces that frame your face and draw the eye vertically. This creates natural length and lifts the whole outfit upward. Now, when it comes to bottoms, opt for straight leg or bootcut pants. These styles elongate the legs without adding bulk. Make sure the pants sit higher on your waist. That high-rise line gives your legs an instant stretch and defines your shape without clinging too tightly. And here's a subtle trick. Choose fabrics with a little structure but soft drape. They'll move with you without clinging to your hips or breaking the flow of your silhouette. What to avoid? Stay away from overly flared pants, super wide-leg trousers, or tiered skirts. They can overwhelm a petite frame and throw off the delicate proportion we're aiming for. Your goal isn't to hide your hips, it's to celebrate them, while making sure your whole look feels elevated and balanced. Because being pear-shaped isn't a styling problem, it's a styling opportunity. And when you know how to redirect the eye, you'll realize your shape was never the issue. It just needed the right spotlight. Now let's move on to another common shape, and one that many women over 60 can relate to. Apple-shaped grace. Create a waist without forcing it. If you're apple-shaped, you might notice more fullness around your midsection, with a waistline that feels less defined than it used to be. Your legs may be your strongest feature, and your arms might still feel beautifully toned. Here's the good news. You don't need a pronounced waist to look stunning. You just need to create the illusion of one. Let's start with one of your best friends in the wardrobe, the wrap dress. It's like a little miracle in fabric form. It pulls gently at the waist, crosses over the tummy area without clinging, and draws attention to your neckline and collarbone. It's effortless, elegant, and endlessly flattering. Another winning combo, V-neck tops paired with high-waisted pants or skirts. The V-neck naturally draws the eye upward, while the high waist creates a vertical line down the body that makes your frame appear longer and more structured. And don't underestimate the power of fabrics. Soft, stretchy knits may be cozy, but they often cling to the wrong places. Instead, choose structured materials with a little shape and thickness. They skim your curves rather than gripping them. One thing apple-shaped women often shy away from is layering. But here's a tip. A long, open front cardigan or jacket can create two vertical lines down your torso, visually slicing the midsection and giving you that defined waist look without ever wearing shapewear. Colors help too. Try monochromatic tones or gentle contrasts that don't cut your body in half. Dark colors at the midsection with brighter colors near the face pull attention exactly where you want it, upward. And let's talk about belts. Many women assume belts are off limits when they carry weight in the middle, but a soft, wide belt worn slightly higher than your natural waist can actually lengthen your legs and create a faux hourglass, especially when it blends with your outfit rather than standing out harshly. Remember, elegance isn't about looking smaller. It's about looking proportioned. It's about soft lines, thoughtful choices, and a little styling magic, because your body isn't broken, it's evolving, and your wardrobe can evolve with it. And speaking of celebrating shape, let's move into a silhouette that already has balance built in, the timeless hourglass. Hourglass harmony. Embrace your curves without hiding them. If you have an hourglass figure, you're blessed with one of the most balanced silhouettes out there. Your shoulders and hips are in harmony, and your waist is beautifully defined. But here's the surprising part. Many women with hourglass shapes, especially over 60, still struggle with styling. Why? Because as we age, we tend to reach for comfort, and comfort often comes in the form of shapeless clothing. And that's where the magic gets lost. You don't need to squeeze into tight, uncomfortable pieces to highlight your curves. You just need structure in the right places. Let's start with your top half. Look for fitted blouses, wrap tops, or sweaters with built-in shaping seams. These gently hug your waist without clinging. They show off your shape without shouting. When it comes to dresses, your go-to should be styles that cinch the waist and glide over the hips. Think wrap dresses, belted shirt dresses, and peplum styles, all of which naturally highlight your proportional beauty. They bring out the best of your shape without adding bulk. And if you're layering, a structured blazer with a nipped-in waist or a trench coat with a belt is your best friend. It pulls everything inward and creates that beautiful, tailored hourglass effect. Now let's talk bottoms. Straight leg pants, pencil skirts, and A-line skirts are ideal for maintaining your shape's visual balance. Avoid pieces that are too baggy or drop too low on your hips. They can hide your curves and make you appear shorter. The biggest trap for hourglass women: oversized, boxy clothing. We know it's tempting. Those loose layers feel safe. But the truth is, they erase the very feature that makes your silhouette shine. You don't have to wear something tight to feel confident, but you do deserve to wear something that respects your shape. So, celebrate your waist. Give it the frame it deserves, not because you need to be seen, but because you deserve to feel seen. Next, we'll shift our attention to a shape that's equally elegant in its simplicity: the rectangle or athletic frame. Straight sleek, creating soft curves with smart styling. If your figure leans toward the rectangle or athletic shape, your silhouette likely feels straight, with shoulders, waist, and hips falling in a similar line. And while this shape is sleek, elegant, and easy to dress, you might sometimes wish for a little more definition: a curve here, a softness there, without feeling like you're trying too hard. The beauty of this shape is its versatility. You can create the illusion of curves simply by playing with lines, structure, and fabric movement. Let's begin with the peplum top, one of the most graceful tools in your wardrobe. It cinches just slightly above the natural waist and flares out ever so gently at the hips, adding a hint of volume that mimics the hourglass shape: soft, romantic, yet structured. Next, don't be afraid of belts. A well-placed belt, especially one worn just above the waistline, can visually lift your frame and create that subtle inward dip. Pair it with a flowy blouse or a soft-fit dress, and suddenly you've got gentle curves where there once were straight lines. If you prefer skirts, try ruffled hems, pleats, or bias cuts. These elements add movement, shape, and a bit of playful femininity without overwhelming your frame. Another favorite move: layer a cropped jacket over a long dress or tunic. This adds dimension to your outfit while creating the illusion of a higher waist and fuller hips. It's also perfect for cooler weather or dressing in layers without bulk. When it comes to color and texture, try mixing matte with shine or pairing soft knits with structured pieces. These contrasts create interest and break up visual flatness. And here's a bonus trick. Look for details around the neckline and sleeves, like gentle puff shoulders, collars, or ruching. They help balance your upper body and add softness without adding volume. Remember, you're not trying to change your shape. You're simply enhancing it, like an artist adding light to a beautiful painting. Your body is a canvas, and you get to decide how it's framed. Now that we've explored all the major body types, it's time to dive into something everyone can benefit from: a powerful visual technique that works no matter what shape you are. Vertical lines, the easiest way to look taller. Instantly. If there's one styling technique that works like magic for every woman, regardless of body shape, it's the power of vertical lines. They're subtle, they're effortless, and they instantly create the illusion of height without you needing to wear heels or change your posture. Why do vertical lines work so well? Because they guide the eye up and down, not side to side. This movement creates a natural sense of length, making your body appear more streamlined and elegant. Let's start with the most obvious example, vertical stripes. Whether it's a pinstriped blouse, a long line dress with vertical detailing, or even tailored pants with subtle striping, these pieces visually stretch your frame from head to toe, but it doesn't stop there. Long cardigans, open coats, and dusters are some of the best tools for creating vertical lines, even if there are no actual stripes involved. Wearing them open creates a long central line down your torso, which instantly makes you look taller and leaner. This works beautifully with trench coats or light jackets, especially when layered over a monochromatic outfit underneath. It's the kind of chic, effortless look that doesn't scream, "I'm trying," but still turns heads. Even dresses with vertical seams or subtle paneling can mimic the same effect. These lines don't have to be bold or obvious. Sometimes the smallest detail, a dart, a fold, a pleat, is enough to elongate the body visually. And here's something most people overlook. Scarves can be a vertical accessory too. When worn loosely, allowed to drape naturally along your torso, they create soft vertical lines that flatter and frame the body without adding bulk. One word of caution though, avoid wide horizontal patterns or loud blocky prints that can cut your body in half visually. Those styles tend to shorten the frame, especially for petite women. Vertical styling is about guiding the eye, not hiding the body. It brings a sense of balance, flow, and gentle elegance that never feels forced or fussy. And the best part, you don't need to buy anything new. You probably already have a few of these pieces hanging in your closet. You just didn't know how powerful they truly are. Now that we've discovered how lines can shape perception, let's take it one step further, into the world of prints, proportions, and the art of monochrome. Prints, monochrome, quiet elegance that lifts you up. Let's talk about prints, because what you wear on your fabric can be just as important as the shape of your clothes. If you're petite, large, bold prints may seem exciting at first, but they can quickly overwhelm your frame. Think of your body like a beautiful canvas. When the pattern is too big, it takes up too much visual space and makes your silhouette feel shorter, not longer. So what works instead? Smaller, daintier patterns, like tiny florals, soft polka dots, or delicate geometric shapes. They add interest without stealing the show. They complement your body rather than compete with it. Another great tip? Choose patterns that run vertically rather than horizontally. A vertical floral vine, a subtle stripe, or even a row of tiny buttons. These elements draw the eye up and down, continuing the line we started in the last section. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful styling tools of all, monochromatic dressing. That doesn't mean you have to wear the exact same color from head to toe. Instead, think in shades and tones of the same color family. For example, you might pair a soft beige blouse with slightly darker camel trousers, then finish the look with cream-toned shoes. Each piece blends seamlessly into the next, creating an unbroken vertical line that gives the illusion of height and elegance. This technique is especially effective in neutrals like taupe, ivory, navy, or blush. But don't shy away from color either. A soft rose outfit from top to bottom can feel feminine and cohesive without being overpowering. And the real magic? Monochrome keeps the focus on you, not on the noise of your clothes. It lets your features shine, your movement feel effortless, and your confidence take center stage. Here's a subtle trick you can try tomorrow. Take two pieces from your closet in the same color family, layer them together, and see how your posture naturally straightens. You'll feel taller, not just in appearance, but in energy. Because styling isn't about hiding flaws. It's about using harmony to highlight what's already beautiful. And once your outfit is in place, there's one final piece that completes the look from head to toe, your shoes and accessories. From heels to handbags, elevate your style from the ground up. When we talk about looking taller, most people assume it means wearing high heels. But let's be honest, after a certain age, comfort becomes just as important as style. The good news, you don't need to sacrifice your feet to create a longer, leaner silhouette. Let's start with shoes. One of the most elegant tricks in the book is choosing nude-colored footwear that matches your skin tone. Whether it's heels, wedges, or flats, the continuous color line between your leg and your shoe creates a seamless visual flow. It's like adding inches without adding pressure to your feet. And if nude isn't your thing, here's another trick. Match your shoes to your pants. Black pants with black flats. Navy trousers with navy loafers. This monochromatic pairing extends the leg visually and keeps the outfit cohesive. Now let's talk about toe shape. Rounded toes are classic, but if you want to elongate your frame, pointed toe flats or low heels are your best friends. They don't have to be extreme, just enough to lead the eye forward and give the illusion of length. If you still love a bit of lift, consider kitten heels or platform wedges with built-in arch support. They offer structure without strain. Now, up top, accessories matter more than you think. A long pendant necklace draws the eye downward in a gentle vertical line, just like we discussed with scarves and seams. Choose styles that fall below your bust, but stay delicate in design to avoid overpowering your frame. Speaking of scarves, skip the bulky wraps or tight knots. Instead, let the fabric fall naturally, creating soft drapes that mirror your body's length. Think silk, cashmere, or lightweight cotton in colors that complement your complexion. And let's not forget the handbag. If you're petite, oversized bags can drown your silhouette. Opt for medium or small structured bags that tuck in close to the body. They add polish without bulk and keep your proportions in harmony. Remember, every accessory is a chance to support your frame, not compete with it. Because elegance lives in the details, and the right detail can transform the entire way you carry yourself. Now that you've built your outfit from top to bottom, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. The ultimate styling trick that instantly makes your legs look longer. And it's easier than you think. The seamless style hack, one color from head to toe. You've made it this far, and now it's time to reveal the styling trick that works for every woman, regardless of height, shape, or age. It's beautifully simple, and chances are you already have the pieces in your closet. The secret? Wearing one continuous color from head to toe. This is called monochromatic dressing, and it's the ultimate illusion maker for longer legs, a taller silhouette, and a polished, elegant look that feels effortless. When your top and bottom flow in the same color family, there's no visual break at the waist or hips, no line cutting you in half, just one smooth, elongated frame that gently guides the eye from your neckline to your toes. And the best part? It doesn't have to be boring. You can create visual interest through texture, layering, or subtle tone variation. Imagine a soft ivory blouse, layered over creamy high-waisted trousers paired with beige pointed toe flats. Same color family, different textures, elegant, elevated, endlessly flattering. This technique works wonderfully in neutrals, beige, gray, navy, olive, or soft blush. But don't shy away from color if you love it. A monochrome burgundy look with rich fabrics like wool and silk can be just as striking as black on black. And if you're feeling bold, add a long jacket or cardigan in the same tone. This outer layer creates vertical lines, deepens the monochrome effect, and adds dimension without bulk. Still prefer some contrast? That's okay. Just keep the central body, top and bottom, in one tone, and use color in your accessories. A printed scarf, a bold handbag, or bright earrings won't interrupt the vertical line you've built. The beauty of this style hack is how naturally it boosts your confidence. You'll stand taller, walk smoother, and feel more refined, not because of what you're wearing, but because of how it makes you feel. This isn't about pretending to be taller, and it's about honoring your presence, showing the world and yourself that you still deserve to be seen, to be stylish, and to take up space in the most graceful way possible. And now that your outfit is complete, there's only one thing left to do. Let's wrap it all together and return to the woman in the mirror. Conclusion: you were never meant to disappear. So here we are, back at the mirror. But this time you're not asking, why does this outfit make me look shorter? You're seeing something else entirely. A woman who understands her shape, who knows how to dress with intention, not insecurity, who no longer hides behind baggy layers or blends into the background because of outdated fashion rules. Instead, she stands with grace, with softness and strength woven together like silk and structure. Because elegance doesn't require height, it requires presence. All the style tips you've learned today, from vertical lines to monochromatic looks, from delicate patterns to purposeful accessories, they're not just fashion tricks, they're tools. Tools to help you reconnect with yourself, to remind you that you are still very much here and still worthy of being seen, admired, and celebrated. And no, you don't need to look 30 again. You don't need to chase what's behind you. You are not less. You are more refined, more intentional, more radiant than you've ever been. This stage of life isn't a fade out, it's a spotlight. And if you've ever felt invisible in your own clothes, I hope today gave you a gentle nudge to step forward again. Not louder, but taller in every sense of the word. Because you deserve to feel this beautiful every single day. And if this message touched you, please share it with a friend who might need it too. Subscribe to stay connected and keep building a wardrobe and a life that lifts you up from the inside out. We're just getting started.